Hobby Collab fam. Welcome back to another Sunday. Actually, it hasn't been a minute. I don't know why, but I felt like it had been a minute. You're here with Meg and Zach. We're hobby hanging. And today we're working on like destruction stuff, but we're talking about chaos and destruction. We've been doing like a little mini series, making our wish list before the Grotmas stuff happens.
If the Grotmas stuff happens.
Yeah, we assume it will. I think it happened last year, right?
I think some 40K stuff started happening already.
Did it? Okay.
We assumed...
We only pay so much attention.
We kind of assume some sort of fun thing will be happening for Sigmar players.
I want to get our wish list in early.
Yeah, so we've been going through each Grand Alliance, but we're running out of time because...
we're running out of so much time. This weekend we have teams coming up.
We won't
have a stream. Yeah. Then the weekend after that, you guys, is here we go. It's our merit challenge, right?
Yes.
This weekend coming up, you guys have a deadline. So if you guys want to submit to this, it is this weekend. The judging will happen the weekend after that. Anyways, that is why we are cutting into our ability to do this one alliance at a time.
Yeah.
So we're just going to talk through what units need a glow up. Or we hope get a glow up.
Yeah. We did Death a couple weeks ago, and then we did Order last week.
Yeah.
We had to rush through a lot to get through all the Order ones. So today's gonna
rush today too.
Yeah, today's gonna be even more intense because we have to get through 5 destruction armies and 7 chaos armies.
I planned this out really well.
Well, we definitely could have. We should have just combined destruction and death, but it's really not that bad. It still wouldn't have been.
Why don't we show them what we're actually doing?
Yeah. You go first.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys remember when I made this with Saray. We had a kit bash, a little tiny kit bash for Man Crushers. So I'm going to get as close to finished as I can with this guy. My inspiration here with the color are poison dart frogs, if you want to look that up. So I'm going to be adding like the spots and then filling in as much as I can on the rest of it. But
we kind of have like, this will be fun because currently
it definitely goes with Seraphon.
Yeah, you can put him in a Seraphon army with that Regiment of Renown, or he can just go in a Man Crusher. He can just be one of the Guardians.
He can be a little freak on the Man Crusher team. Yeah. Right.
Which we've kind of made a lot of little freaks already. So we have the red one, and we have the like weird yellow.
We have the weird
pale,
yellow twins.
The pale ones,
The sickly twins.
Saray's doing a chaos one, I think.
Oh yeah, let me go get it. I'm like, Saray, are you gonna paint this? Because if not, I want it. Like, I really like this one. He's so good at this.
Saray might actually be okay.
He might be okay with it. Yeah, he's like, okay, whatever, I don't care. But his came out so cool. Anyway.
Yeah,
that
was
like
super cool.
Earlier in the fall or summer. I don't actually know. Yeah.
And then we have 3 done already. We need a 6th.
Got it. Well, dude, like remember the at the what was it? LVO, right? Was it LVO?
It was Worlds.
Worlds, right.
Somebody had 12. Is that what you're going to say?
12 little guys.
Yeah.
12 little big guys.
And actually
made it to what, the final?
Well, he was in the top 8? No, was he?
I mean, that's pretty good.
I can't remember if he was actually in the top 8 or if he
was notable.
Yeah, he did well. It was a German dude. Actually, we don't have our armies queued up in any particular order because I was going to say that would be a great segue to talk about the Gargant, to talk about the Sons of Behemoth.
Well, we have our Mega Gargants off to the side.
No, sorry, I mean when we go into our segment.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Okay. That's okay.
That's right. Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit more about single Gargants, though. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and we showed what I'm working on. Zach is working on bases.
Yeah.
For the megas.
We have a style of making these base. This is kind of my generic destruction style base.
You're gonna put snow on it, right?
It's very easy. Yeah. So you use AK rough terrain texture on a base. You let it dry. You prime it black, and then you do dry brushes of Mechanicus Standard Gray, and then Administratum Gray, and then white. And then we do like snow, AK snow, AK Ice Sprinkles, and AK Snow Sprinkles. And hopefully we get to that part today.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, guys. How are you? Let's see. Shady Potion. Hello. Hey, Chris. Hey, Pat. Hey, Barry. Hey, Saul.
Shady Potion is...
Hey, Cody. And, of course, hey, Soups.
Is Voodoo.
Shady Potion is Voodoo. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it says Voodoo in the name, so I forget.
Puts it there. Yeah. Like we were saying yesterday on our stream, on our AoS game stream, we were saying that this is, I guess YouTube is testing this. I was told it was a beta, but apparently many channels have it.
You're a beta, got him.
So some channels don't have it yet. Apparently, they get to keep doing the cool. I don't know. I'm not into it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It didn't have a great reason that I loved. It was like a security thing or something.
Yeah, we don't care about security.
It was like, I don't know. Are people like...
Nah, man, I get it. I'm like, okay. Well, I'm sure there were good reasons, but I don't understand them.
Right. Are people like pretending to be Barry or Chris or Molecule?
Are you saying that it might not have been Barry who's been giving us all those memes?
Well, the thing is, though, that these guys are smartening up and realizing they can change their name, I think, to make it...
Cause more havoc.
To make it more like their original name, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay, let's do our first one, because we've got a lot to get through.
Before memes, before the news.
Yeah, let's
jump in.
Is that okay? Can we
Let's start knocking them out, man.
We gotta get through these. If you play this faction, please yell at me in chat. Now, before we even get into it, go ahead, Meg. You can hit it. But before we even get into it, yes, not with Khorne, Blades of Khorne, but you can already guess that I'm gonna suggest a lot of. I'm going to be suggesting a lot of spell lores. Now, if you're wondering what this is, I have this hunch, and I promise you we don't know. And by the way, if we did know, we absolutely wouldn't be able to tell you anything. So I promise you we don't know. I have a hunch that around this, we know we're getting a battle scroll update soon, or we usually do 6 months in, which would be right around now. It's kind of tied to, the Grotmas thing that GW has been kind of normalizing, their advent calendar thing that they've historically done. And I'm kind of predicting that what we're going to do what we're going to see is a small Scourge of Ghyran, sort of like, for lack of a better word,
like you think they'll go...
I think we're going to see a war scroll or two again. I think we're going to see... I think it's going to be a smaller version of what we got when Scourge of Ghyran first started. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of predicting like one war scroll per faction. So that's what I've done. I've done one war scroll and one other update. So for Blades of Khorne, my other update that I suggested was actually... I have it here. I've got notes. I do notes. I said
You did take notes.
I said heroic traits. After looking over the heroic traits are okay, but they don't have already a Scourge of Ghyran heroic trait set, and I think we all appreciate having those multiple kind of sets of heroic traits, not just 3 to pick from, but 6. And then as far as a War Scroll goes, I was actually thinking this kit is the Blood Throne, but it also makes the Skull Cannon.
Yeah.
And I was actually thinking that the Skull Cannon would be a really cool war scroll to throw into the mix. And I was thinking one of the things you can do with heroic traits is you can make at least one of the heroic traits centered around the blood, around the skull throne. You can say, okay, cool. Well, if you put it on this Herald of, you put on a Herald of Khorne, and then all skull thrones within 12 inches of him can reroll 1 hit and 1 or whatever, something like that. So there's a couple ways to make this cool. I know shooting is in a weird place right now because on one hand, shooting is terrifying. On the other hand, people are like, everything's obscured. I can't shoot anything. As I saw yesterday, minor spoilers in my game against the list Graham is taking the teams with the Vanguard Raptors. They are pretty gnarly. That said, my whole army is fly, so he can pretty much just shoot my whole army all game.
But fun.
Shooting can be gnarly for sure. That's my Khorne. What do you guys think? Any Khorne people. Andrew, let me see. You have I see your question. If you're doing a snow base with cork for rock, do you fill gaps do you fill gaps in the cork with green stuff or Mod Podge? Snow in the gaps. Same with soups. Yeah, listen.
Because you don't usually do that, right?
I don't typically.
You don't use cork. I've noticed you don't really use cork.
We use it on our Stormcast.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. It's been a long time.
Yeah, we don't do it too much, but.
So how would you combo that with the snow?
I would completely build your base, except for maybe things like tufts or stuff like that, and then I would put the snow in. Now the thing is, I only really do one type of snow. Saray does another type of snow. His looks good. I think mine looks good. I think, frankly, I really, you'll see the type of snow I do. I do like what I like to call drift snow, meaning that it's not freshly fallen. It's maybe a day old, and it's like kind of soft and pillowy and like in like clumps, but not ugly clumps. They're like pillowy clumps. You'll see. Actually, weirdly, don't have anything here to show you that it's on, but Saray by
run and grab something.
Yeah, we do have a video, by the way, Andrew, where I show how to make this. The type I do. Saray does more of like that kind of muddying, like dirty snow. But I'll be honest with you, he's one of the only people I've seen do that, where it's not just a complete mess. If you're gonna do that, boy, I've seen that go. People do that kind of wet, icy, muddy, wintry mixed snow. And frankly, I think 9 times out of 10, it just doesn't read. It just looks like shit. It just looks like not good. And I think the thing is that they are replicating what it actually looks like. Mm-hmm. They're doing a good job. It's just that, I'm trying to think how to say this. It's just that they're, like, nature doesn't always make the best bases. Like,
sure.
It's way too busy.
That's sort of how fantasy works.
Right. It's way too busy in real life. Like, if you look at, like, you can always see these like, old photography of, like, you know, soldiers getting stuck from World War II in Russian winters or whatever. And it's like you see the mud and you see the ice and the snow and the leaves all mixed together. And it's like you try to make that and it just does not read. Yeah, I'm bullying nature a little bit.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, it just
doesn't care about your art project.
It doesn't read. It's so sloppy. So frankly, Andrew, Saray has not done a video on how he does his, but his is quite nice. You could always tag him in Discord and ask him if you're in our Discord. You could always just at Saray. He would be happy to answer it. Because he's one of the few people I've seen do what I like to call the wintry mix well. And I think I can tell you the way he really does it is he doesn't cover the base in it. He takes a base, like this is a rather large base, but he takes a base and he does it only in a few little areas. He doesn't cover the base with it, and I think that's the mistake most people make with snow. Yeah, let me, Meg, run out into the living room, and I'm gonna get Broad.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get one of my Beast Claw Raiders.
You know it sucks. Nature. Thanks, Molecule. You goofball. Yeah, that's basically what Zach said. Yeah, nature doesn't always look like what you need it to look like on a model. Yeah, so I feel like I'm trying to channel my inner Saray because he always does like cool patterns on his creatures. He does it a lot. And it looks complicated, but it's not. It's really just washes of spots. Poison dart frog. These are pretty cute. They came in yellow. They came in blue and orange. I saw red. I saw just teal. But I love blue and orange together. So that's what went out. Okay, this is Tenebrous Gray. Tenebrous Gray, which is that like purpley black gray color. So I did a wash and then I'm just gonna like do another layer kind of on top. I probably won't go all the way to the edge because it helps it like blend a little bit with the skin, not look so harsh. Although I guess that'd be fair for these. I could do a pretty harsh line on a poison dart frog spot.
Okay, can I show these off real fast?
Yeah, do you want me to move?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, we'll put them in that view if that's okay.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, I would, yeah. So here's Broad. This is kind of what the basing ultimately looks like. On Broad, you can see I have, like, this is sort of what I'm talking about. I call it drift snow. It's like these kind of, like, clumps. I think that maybe this guy's a little smaller, but, here, let me swap him out for the Icebrow Hunter, or the Bloodpout Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like, I think maybe one of the better ones I've done. Where I had it even kind of like come up half the... Oh, shoot. I'm muted. Thank you, Molecule. Okay, sorry, I was muted. I forgot to unmute myself when I came back. Yeah, so thank you, Molecule. And so this is, Broad. And then this guy, like I said, I think is one of the better ones. On my Beast Claw Raiders, I actually do more snow. And
is there a reason for the differences?
Yeah, so just thematically, they're like, the snow follows them around.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I wanted whereas the Gargants can really be in any kind of climate or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is there anywhere over there to put him, like back?
Yes.
There? Okay. Sorry, I ran out of room.
Get out of here, Broad.
And that guy too, I guess. If you don't mind. Under the computer or something. Thank you. But yeah, that's one style of snow, Andrew. There's a few different styles, like I said. Yeah. When I get to it, I'll show you the trick. I'll show you the trick, because the problem is when you put AK terrain snow down, if you just mess with it and try to shape it with like a stick or whatever, it's sticky, it's tacky, so it pulls, and it ends up giving you that kind of like wet glue look when it dries. So I'll show you the trick to shaping it. Basically we're going to put a barrier down, and that barrier is going to help us shape it. Okay, but I'm done my first step already, Meg, so we could either go to news, or we could go to the second faction.
Do you have a preference? Because we could make these guys wait for news. It is their favorite.
Let's do one more faction.
It's kind of fun to mess with them. Okay, let's do that. Let's discuss. What's next? I don't even know. Oh my God. Let's talk first. We need a new box. Obviously, these have not had any TLC in a long time.
Nights, yeah.
Yeah.
I picked Hellstriders. First of all, anyone out there even know what this unit is? I was going through the list of Slaanesh units. And we're, by the way, currently in the process of painting up a Slaanesh army.
God, this is when it's going to go to Legends, I swear.
The whole army?
The whole army.
The whole army is not going. It's a very popular army.
That's enough.
It's a popular. People like this faction, and it's waiting for its book for sure. So there's Blissbarb Archers. Yeah, thank you, Ty. Me either. Blissbarb Archers, Blissbarb Seekers.
Didn't even know these existed.
Those are on, I forget what it's called, an Exalted, whatever the mount is called, Exalted something. And then there's these guys. Yeah, right. They're basically kind of like the... So there's the Blissbarb Archers and the Blissbarb...
They have those weird mounts, yeah.
Yeah, but
noses.
These mounts are not quite the same animal, but they're similar. And I think the way I think they call them like Exalted. The other ones are like Exalted something, and these ones are just the normal word. Now I can't remember what they're actually called. Let me pull it up real quick.
Sure.
Faction Pack, War Scrolls. So Cavalry. So... yeah, Blissbarb Seekers ride on Exalted Steeds.
Okay.
Whoa, cool name. Okay. And Hellstriders ride on...
Are they literally just steeds?
Just Demonic Steed, which these guys need some better name options. But
that's going to confuse John. He's not going to know if that's a horse or what.
Yeah, so Hellstriders have the same movement. They have the same save. They have one less health than the Blissbarb Archers and... not Blissbarb Archers. The Seekers and the charging ones. So it's like this weird animal that's kind of in between. But the thing is that's weird about them is you're like, okay, well, if they give them this, thematically speaking, when you look at them, compared to the other ones, they're smaller and they're like a little more squat and quick to the, and to the ground. And I'm like, well, they should make them they give them a scouting role, right? Give them a, I mean, Slaanesh kind of already has some move in the hero phase or in someone else's turn. Mm-hmm. But I could definitely see these getting some kind of scout role. Now, in Twitch, Tetrishren is saying, oh, is this Trish? Do we know this person? Is this Slaanesh Trish? Anyway, saying that they might go to Legends. And I could actually see that with this unit because I've never seen or heard of this unit before. But they do kind of hold up compared to the other Blissbarb unit. My caveat would be if you don't do something with this War Scroll, then do something with the other mounted ones, in particular the archers.
Yeah, Matt Rose.
Because all three of the Slaanesh cavalry units are kind of garbage right now.
Are they?
But they're so cool. Yeah. Oh. I mean, they're cool looking. I love the archer ones. The problem with the archer ones is they're just like a worse version of the infantry one. Well, no. They're better, but like you buy archers to put out like a ton of shots.
Right, and they just don't?
Well, instead of having you a 20, you have like a unit of 5. And I think they have one more shot each, but it's like 15 shots instead of 40 or something like that.
Sure.
They're fast, and they're, they have more health, and they're probably easier to keep alive than the infantry ones. But, they're not really doing what you want them. You kind of just will take the infantry guys instead.
I see.
If if you don't care about the mobility, which, I like the mobility usually in armies, but...
In cavalry, I mean, I'd expect them to be fast.
Yeah, the cavalry ones are fast. They move 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm curious about if the Skull Throne and Skull Cannon or Khorne the Throne Cannon kit will go to Old Worlds, because I really think it still quite holds up. Okay, now the other thing that I recommend, Matt Rose.
Yeah,
if you're watching, listening, you guys won't be surprised to hear this. I think that you should give Slaanesh a second spell lore. And hear me out.
Oh.
This is this is the first spell lore of the day. But hear me out. I think that they should make it centered around the poison. Make one of the spells something. Okay. All of these mounts. Sorry, I'm cutting myself off. All these mounts, speaking of, have a weapon called Poison Tongue. But it doesn't do anything. Oh. Like, it doesn't, 6s aren't crit mortal, 6s aren't crit 2 hits or auto wound. Like,
it's just there to look cute.
Yeah, but why is it called poison something if it doesn't have any poison cool ability? This is, when we get to goblins, this is also one of my complaints with goblin spiders, is they have these stupid bows. Mm-hmm. They have access to spiders. Why aren't they putting spider venom on their bow to get, like, auto wound or something? Yeah.
Right.
So
because they're dumb.
Yeah, the poison tongue. No, it's not a pun.
It hurts feelings. Hey, Chris. Thanks for the hearts.
Yeah. So okay, that's Slaanesh and Khorne.
Yes.
One more.
Sure.
Before we do news.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do one more.
Is it all chaos first, or no? I think
I don't know. That's a mix.
I think they're all. Oh, there they are.
There we go. There's our guy.
Yeah.
Our little guy. Our little freak.
I'm kind of surprised, and this is what I would not be surprised to see them address a single man crusher.
Yeah, they could be better. They're fun. They have they're like little jack of all trades, right? They have some throwing.
They have a little shooting attack.
Yeah, the vomit. Like, I like that about them. But they're not.
You were talking about the Regiment of Renown. And yeah, that one is actually almost he's definitely better.
That's right. I'm forgetting that's all I've used. Okay, yeah.
The single man crushers in Sons of Behemoth are okay, and like we said, we saw somebody do well with a list of just 12 of these. I'm really surprised they don't give single man crushers like a scouting ability, like a pregame move. In general, I don't feel that pregame moves are that great in the game right now. Some people would disagree with me.
What?
This
Would
army,
you?
this army can't scout because these are monsters.
Right.
So they don't really need it for that reason. But I would be really interested in seeing single man crushers get something to make them a little more interesting. Whether it's maybe the throwing is a little bit better, their shooting attacks, just something. What Meg was saying, if you haven't looked at the Man Crusher Regiment of Renown, don't, and you have, let's say you have some old world models laying around, you happen to have a Man Crusher or something like that, don't discount it, because I'll be honest with you, they are pretty cool. The Regiment of Renown. It's
Rumors is we will get a big mama. Ooh, that's fun.
I know I've heard that rumor, Necro Goblin,
Hey,
for. Yeah, so
Glad
this
you're
is.
alive.
I do think when you get new models, Necro Goblin, I'm really talking about in a hypothetical Scourge of Garand War Scroll update, but I do think you're right. I'm guessing Sons of Behemoth will get a new big giant, and probably
That'd be cool.
it probably will be a female. That'd be cool because they don't have one currently.
Be different.
Hopefully, it's
different.
a dual kit, makes like a generic one and a named one. And I know what you're talking about, kind of, but the rumor actually, Necro Goblin, I'm thinking of, we might be thinking of two different rumors, is that ogres are getting a named female character who
Why
is
can't everyone?
who is somehow related to
King Broad?
no, something related to an old ogre and or behemoth thing. I can't remember. I know they are called Sons of Behemoth though. This is the problem.
Yeah.
Not children of Behemoth.
I really hope that they do come out with female models and that the community is in an uproar over it.
They won't be.
Lose their minds.
That has never happened.
Throw tantrums.
I mean, honestly, most factions are like, God, almost all. How many factions out of? So first of all, ogres are weird. They're the only faction without a single named character
Oh, really?
currently. That's why it's exciting that they're getting one. I feel like the community has established in Sigmar that we're like all very used to powerful female leads, right? We have
They're not afraid of women in Sigmar?
we have Marathi, we have
Not.
Valerial.
There's no like small penis syndrome
right,
happening.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
Talia, Marathia, Alariel,
That's cool.
Drisha, Lady of Vines isn't a named character. Scourge of Karen.
Scourge of Karen. Oh my god.
There's so many strong female characters. Lady Olinder.
Right. No, I know. I'm joking. I know this community wouldn't really do that, especially ours.
Yeah.
Maybe those other bozos out there that aren't watching the hobby collab, but not you guys.
Deacon weirdly don't. They have Mathala, but
Woman
Mathala
Fred.
is not female necessarily.
Mathala is like a monster, right?
Mathala's really people.
It's
We,
like
we
an
bring
it.
this up where people.
It's not even he. I wouldn't even say he or she. It's an it.
Yeah,
It's a monster.
people are like, it's a they, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think they're really going for like a progressive non-binary
No,
thing.
it's
I think
just
they're going for
working
like.
out.
Mathala is
guess.
basically like a noseless, eyeless monster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who might also happen to be non-binary, identifies non-binary. But either way, I think we're safe to call Mathala they or it.
Sure. I think so.
They probably prefer they because, most sentient things wouldn't want to be called it.
I know, but I'm like, you chose to be a monster.
Yeah, I know, Necrogoblin. There is some. Sorry, real quick.
you're fine.
I've always detected a little bit of that in Deepkin too. Deepkin feels like it's like a patriarchal jock society a little bit. There's not a lot of lore to support what I'm saying, but just like
It's a feeling I have.
yeah, it
Because you're
feels
fairy.
yeah, because they're like the Akelians are like this upper princely like class, and then you have the Namarti who are basically subhuman or sub-elf. They seem to kind of have a weird hierarchical society, and it doesn't scream matriarchal to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, daughters, there's a lot, right? But they're noticeably absent from destruction.
Females, yeah.
Female characters. It's just a boys' game out there in Gur.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a boys' club. But they're pretty prevalent in death and in order. And in Chaos, Abraxia.
Yeah.
Meg, that's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really, thanks. It's really easy
Oh yeah, the female troll.
to do this. Anybody could do this. I'm literally just like randomly painting splotches.
The female troll from Forge World is super cool too. And unfortunately, I think she went to Legends, but you could use her for something else in your army, which is what I would do if I had that model, because the model's super cool. She was, what was her name? There's a troll, Trogoth. You know the Trogoths for Gloomspite kits?
I don't remember there being a girl.
Well, no, you would have.
I know what you're talking
about.
about.
You know the trolls I'm talking about. There's a,
Orcs prefer boys and knobs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
there
fair.
we go. That's fair. You know, nothing wrong with that.
Dude, a female orc like riding a big pig or riding like her own mount would be super cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chaos. A lot of the a lot of the Chaos models are female, right? Like not even just like Abraxia, but that's what's cool is when you get the unit, right? Like Dark Oath, it's a mix of male and female. Mm-hmm. My Kellyan Morsar Guard and Shine Guard the Eels. There's 3 riders, 2 are male, 1's a female. So they do have female riders there. And same with on the turtle, one is a female. She actually has a really cool helmet. It looks like a cat for some reason, which is not a traditionally an ocean animal. Mm-hmm. But she does have a cat helmet for some reason. Yeah. Oh, hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Tall Dan. That's Tall Dan. Hey, see you like in less than a week.
I know. All our buddies.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, real quick.
No,
sorry.
you're good.
No, because Dan's talking about this book that I haven't read yet.
Yeah, don't interrupt Dan.
No, well, he's talking about this book, The Court of the Blind King, which is about Deepkin. They're very monarchical with both strong kings and queens, but on the tabletop, it feels like the casters are women while the men are... Yeah, the Asharan are all female, I think, right? Is the Tiecaster a female? I know the Soul Scryer is. It also is hard to tell. They're like wearing all these robes and they don't have hair. So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone was asking about the diaper. So I am trying to be more like Saray when I do some of this stuff that's like lower priority, I don't need to put as much effort into it as I normally do. I'm working on that. But he does this thing that I really like about his painting process.
I was going to go on my phone for a bit.
That's fine.
I'm just kidding.
We can just do a journeys.
I'm just kidding. Go
I can just pull out my Lumineth and we can do that instead.
Rude. I cut you off just to be a jackass and try to be funny, which I'm sure I was not. But
no, it was
please
funny.
Explain what you're doing, because I'm going on my phone for a reason, but I'll explain it after. Go ahead. Sorry, please.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to go back to what I was doing before you interrupted me?
No, I want you to explain
something
the
else
diaper.
You thought I was
You were in the middle of
doing?
explaining the diaper.
Okay, let's talk about the diaper. Anyways.
Sorry.
Should I try, you guys? Molecule says you're going to interrupt again.
I'm not.
Okay. So Saray has this nice step in his process that I really like, that makes his stuff look really nice along the way. That I'm always like, God, don't look at anything until I get at least this far, right? But he does this smart thing. So he does all his airbrushing, and then he'll go back in and re-block out the areas that he didn't want airbrushed, right? Like he sort of like rebases it, I've noticed, in those spots rather than just doing like one at a time, which is what I usually do. And it really helps. Like it really helped me it helps me see the colors that I have, right? So I'm like, oh, it makes it easier for me to like, oh, this needs to be brighter, this needs to be darker, whatever. And then it's like a visible reminder that I want to keep these neutral, right? Yeah, anyways, I like that step. So it looks like a diaper. I am going to add color to it. It won't look like a clean diaper. It'll probably still look like a diaper, just a grosser one. Soups, donation to not talk about the diaper because it'd be funny. Oh, I already did. Sorry. I did
Smash the
refund. Hurry, get a refund. Here, what we can do is probably block him, and then it will refund his money.
Don't block
Should we
him.
do that?
No,
Okay.
don't block him. And don't refund his money. Can I see King Broad, please, one more time? I need to... I like wrote down how I did things, and now I'm like looking at it. I'm like thinking about my process, and I'm just like, that's just not how I work. That doesn't sound like me.
Not writing down your process.
No, like I'm looking at the process I wrote down,
Oh.
which I did these. These were done years ago. These were done in 2022, and so like 3 years ago. And I don't exactly remember, but I'm looking at it. I'm just like, that's just not how I work nowadays. So I don't think. Yeah, okay. I think I'm okay.
You're a changed man.
Yeah, I don't think. You know what? That's okay.
Now you have a base done.
Now I have a base
just-
here. You can put him over there, and
We'll
now
glue
I
him
have
back
This is actually.
Ugh, sorry.
That's
Wait,
a-
now you can actually see the base.
Yeah, you can see the whole
That's
thing.
what
There
we're
it
going
is.
for.
He popped right off that.
He did. That's a nice thing about mega carcans. You go take a nap.
Their
over
feet
there.
are hollow, so
Yeah.
there's like very little contact point with them.
Look at his are too. Even this little guy.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
that's funny.
You guys know I like going around breaking models. Okay. Maybe they don't care anymore, but I wouldn't mind doing
Some
journeys.
news?
Yeah. Sorry, journeys.
Journeys.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
you
switching over to
just
just
leaving.
during journeys. Oh no, I messed that up. So you can mess stuff up.
We should have a
With
camera
these
angle
spots.
that just changes everything to journeys,
Oh, I would
or like
love
a
that.
button on the stream deck.
Whoops. Let's see. Wow, might have fucked this whole thing up. Yeah. Worst case scenario here, what I would do is just repaint that white. This little, you know what? I wonder if I can just get the whole thing off. Get the whole, there we go. This brush is screwed anyway.
Oh, what the hell is she doing?
Well, I messed up, so I'm erasing it. And I'm going to start over because you can do that when you gloss varnish. Okay, here we go, guys. Really quickly, reminder, thanks for the support so far, but we usually try to hit 10 new non-cultists every stream. So if you're feeling generous, throw us a membership. Thank you for the hearts.
If you're feeling generous, if you have the means, if you're living in squalor, don't do it.
If you're living in squalor, we won't
Up, Chris.
take your cult money.
Whoa, Chris, big spender, not living in
Thank
squalor.
you. Yeah, Chris
Wow.
is not living in squalor.
Chris went to show off right
Oh
away.
my god, why are you being like this?
Because I know Chris and he'll think
Jesus.
it's funny.
Poor man. Thank you, Chris.
Of course, thank you, Chris.
Jeez Louise. All right, we're going to teams next weekend.
Whoa, we got another.
We gotta go
whoa,
back. We gotta
whoa.
go back so we can add it up.
More.
We gotta do this manually. I do think I found a solution.
I'm not living in squalor.
Oops, I put one again. There's two, yeah. All right. Okay, going back to memes. Oh, we gotta go back.
Oh wow! Oh boy, some of these
Look
people.
who's not living in squalor.
Look at-
What is happening?
we,
Okay.
we like to think that we have a lot of progressive viewpoints on the channel, but
no.
we weaponize being poor in the
No,
wrong
we didn't.
direction.
You're being-
In the wrong
Being a
direction.
butthead. Okay, all right. We're going to teams next weekend. No hobby stream. No AoS stream. No journeys. Journeys is coming back next year. So get ready. Oh, look, that's the 5 of us. Yeah, Zach's a team captain. I want to be the guy with the star hat. Oh, no. I want to be the Donald Duck hat snake.
Donald Duck has worn almost all these hats. That's
No, Donald Duck is this one up here that has
Top.
no symbols on it.
Oh yeah, because he's not really he's stolen valor.
Yeah, I'm the stolen valor.
Donald Duck is stolen valor.
What else do we want to say about teams? We have our theme.
I don't know, but did Tom use AI to make this image?
I don't know.
All right, he's getting.
Why are we worried about that right now?
I don't know.
You are overpaying the mods. Yeah. Let's see. The snakes. Our theme. We have a theme. We made a team video. It's going to be posted later today. Tom posts these all under the Old Town Throwdown account, YouTube account.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure to share it once it's up so you can get a sense of what our theme is. Yeah. Anything else to say about Old Town Throwdown teams?
No, it's fun.
Next
I'm always excited. We get to see Tall Dan.
Yeah.
We get to see maybe
Dan.
Maybe Nick at Night. Some other just good friends in the area.
Yeah.
Vino, big one.
Yeah. No stream next week, but this is due. Your projects.
No stream, but you still have homework.
You still have homework. Merit Masters Hobby Challenge. Again, everyone gets a placing. It's not ranked. It is just based on your merit. So there we go. I'm throwing this up again. Don't forget. All right, back to the news.
We might rank the lowest person.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Mike, can you imagine Michael Kleinman? He's like the nicest guy.
All right, and here's the worst one.
And yeah, one stood out as being really bad.
If he does that, I'm going to make sure it's one of yours. You're being negative. All right. We're getting into the real news. This is server news now. Mm-hmm. So I think we should all give a round of applause. This is Cody's very first meme.
Oh, wow.
He broke his meme cherry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He really enjoyed that soup juice joke. Like, he cannot get... Did you hear what is up with Campbell? This is real news now. The Campbell CEO is a total shithead.
Yeah, what happened?
He did what you just did, where he's like, this soup is for poor people. It's garbage.
He was...
And they got him saying that.
He was caught... Yeah.
It's like soup. This is garbage.
Oh my God. He was like saying our products suck and only poor people eat it.
He's like, it's 3D printed chicken. I'm like, I don't mind 3D printed chicken. At least the chickens are not in pain anymore. But yeah, so there you go. Thanks, Cody.
You know, some people, and I like to...
Oh, look, there's soups again.
I'd like to think whether I like it or not, I'm probably heading this direction, but some people can make saying asinine things work for them. For example,
like you?
Noel Gallagher, the lead singer of Oasis, or one of the members of Oasis, is just on record saying some of the wildest, dumbest shit, but everybody thinks it's hilarious. You don't get to be a CEO of a major food company and just like rip on your customer base.
It's kind of not very nice.
That's so wild. Yeah.
I know. What a dummy. Of course someone was going to record that.
Well, what I love is it must have been somebody that worked there.
Of course.
Dude, there's probably... Dude, these...
Imagine how much these bozos get away with, like, that isn't recorded.
I don't know how old he was. I'm going to be generationalist for a second. And just, like, I don't think boomers understand how people younger than them who, like, don't see a lot of economic, like, bright spots in the future are just super happy to record their asshole boss ripping on poor people and sharing it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course.
Fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, our server's nice. Our server's nice. We're working on this one now. So Liberty, like a fool. Poor Liberty. He's a good guy. He traveled for the holidays. It was Thanksgiving week this week.
You fool.
You fool, Liberty. Visiting your family.
Visiting your family.
Dude, we had like a super horrible storm. Like winter storm that ruined everyone's trips.
Well, so the good news is if you're out of the U.S., the good news is our government shutdown's over. And I am thinking air traffic controllers are back.
Hopefully.
But the thing is that that can take a little bit of time to deal with. And then, there's just a huge storm, which I think was more so the issue.
Yeah, for
saying.
sure.
Yeah,
people were miserable. Poor Liberty. But we did get these great shots for memes, I guess.
It's funny, too, because for a long time in the U.S., I don't know how it is in the rest of the world. Oh, you guys don't have Thanksgiving.
Right.
But for whatever reason...
These guys aren't thankful for anything.
For whatever reason, Americans seem to especially enjoy traveling for Thanksgiving. And less so in and around the Christmas holidays. Now, what's odd about this to me, but it does make sense. What's odd about it is that most people usually have many jobs have more time off for Christmas and New Year's in the U.S. For example, schools. If you're just a school kid, you probably have off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's always on a Thursday. But if you are a school kid or work at a school, then you really have off for like at least 2 weeks around Christmas.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, and I think the reason is what I think I've heard is that the reason people think that people travel for Thanksgiving more than for Christmas is actually kind of sounds messed up, but it is really one of the rare healthy behaviors of Americans. Is most people are like, oh, I can get away with visiting for less long on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So
I love that.
yeah, and I think a lot of people, you know, Ben Franklin's stupid famous quote about fish and visitors smelling after 3 days. First of all, fish smells worse way earlier than 3 days, but regardless, Ben, he is right about that because
he's dead.
He's right. Like most people don't want Christmas visit, you know, especially like another family, like a couple and 2 kids in your house for like a week. So
even if you have a nice family, you probably don't want that.
Even if you have a nice family, that can be challenging. So I guess the thing is that Thanksgiving is seen as this, like, I can be in and out in 2-3 days tops.
That's pretty funny. All right, moving on. Here we go. It's Thanksgiving. Excuse me. Blood Bowl is happening.
Okay.
We were going to have a Blood Bowl game today, but scheduling snafu and also like a little bit of a health thing came up. A little bit. Everyone's fine. Don't worry.
Everyone's fine.
Everyone's alive. So we're rescheduling today's game. Sorry about that. We'll make a post. But anyways, yeah, I played my first game with Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we got these great screenshots thanks to Madman, as usual, getting the most embarrassing freeze frames as possible so that we can have this in our lives.
Yeah.
Families are for poor people. Hi, Scoob. Hi, Necro Goblin.
That's good, though.
I'm glad we got an emoji for Dan. Sorry, what were you going to say? Oh, Home Alone.
What? No,
wait, what were you? Well, it says right there, Home Alone. Is that what you were going to say? Oh, sorry.
No,
bad.
sorry. Yeah, isn't this the plot of Home Alone?
Yeah. Anyways, so it's been nice having Dan on the channel. I think I want to see Dan all the time. I just want to just make Blood Bowl happen all the time because I love having Dan over.
Dan's
so
great.
Sweet.
He's a great guy.
Yeah. Anyway, but meme of the week. We've got to get to that. There you go, guys. I don't remember whose this is. I don't remember. But I thought it was pretty good because it really taps into how dingy I am. And so it works on multiple levels, right? Because that is something that I would struggle with. Was this Madman or was this Soups or was this Yusuf? Who the hell was this? I don't remember. But we got to give you Memester of the Week so that you can
in all seriousness,
die happy.
In all seriousness, we usually get things from Games Workshop far in advance.
I'll go check again, don't worry.
Yeah.
Blood Bowl. Andrew, yes. So we don't do leagues because we're AoS primary, and that takes a lot of bandwidth on its own. Not just playing, but painting and storing supplies and practicing. Blood Bowl is not something we're going to do like we are now. Right now, what we're doing is a round robin. So there's 4 of us, myself, Zach, Graham, and Dan, who are each playing each other once, and then there's going to be a championship. Moving forward, I know we want to try to do these not at that pace, not at that cadence, thanks. But I do want to keep Blood Bowl in the mix, so we'll do some one-offs, and you guys can maybe hopefully like glean some insight from how 2 different teams kind of bounce off of each other.
Especially if a new team comes out.
They'll ship it
Games
to
Workshop will likely send
so
it to
we'll
us,
definitely show
and
up.
if we have the time and the bandwidth, we will get it built and painted up and maybe show it off on its release day or whatever. Or shortly thereafter.
But I think we will try to keep it more regularly in the rotation, we'll say. Not every...
Yeah.
Not a consistent schedule for it, unfortunately. But
the thing that's
we
really,
like it.
From the perspective of a YouTube channel, I've brought this up before, but it's worth saying again because it's a reality, and sometimes some people think it's interesting to hear what goes on behind the scenes in a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And then also, I want to bring it up because it's serious, and I'm bragging about it a little bit. about our channel, because when we get sent stuff, or whatever, anything we do, we want it to be fully painted awesomely before we put it on camera. A lot of channels don't do that. They'll just do airbrushing and do a quick dry brush, something like that. We try to get everything fully painted. And then also we're very serious about the rules, no matter what game we play. So for Blood Bowl, for example, what this means is often a lot of practice games. It means practice games and usually having somebody like Dan who is just been playing the game forever.
He's definitely a SME.
Yeah, so we like to take it very seriously. We don't do anything if we're gonna not treat it with love. So people love Blood Bowl, people love AoS. We don't want to come on and say, you know, oh, we're this AoS channel, but we're gonna half-ass Blood Bowl. I've seen that happen to AoS by 40K channels, and it's super lame. And I can see the community hate it. And so we don't want to do that. If we're going to dive into something, we want to make sure we treat it with love. That requires work. If it was just as simple as scheduling the games, it'd be very easy. But we got to do the painting and the practicing. And like Meg said, storing things. Also in our apartment.
Anyway, we'll keep you guys updated on Blood Bowl. Don't worry about it. Warcry, you guys are also asking about Warcry. Gosh, see, this is what I'm saying. We've been, you know what? I traded my ability to learn Warhammer Quest by doing the Gobbo. I was like, they asked us about the Gobbo like forever ago. And I was like, yeah, I want to do it. I've never done one. That'll be fun. It doesn't matter. Like, we don't need it for anything. Right. And then I had time to work on the Gobbo, and it was like Warhammer Quest came. So no, I haven't played Warhammer. We haven't played it yet. Zach and I made a pact to play it over Christmas break, when we will definitely have time for it. Mm-hmm. Warcry, I've been wanting to play. That's another one. I'm kind of like, we're taking a little vacation. Let's play some of these other games that we haven't been able to play. So yes, it's gonna be
Warcry's nice.
We're gonna enjoy it on our own, and then we can talk about it more at that point. And
Warcry is nice because we have bands. We have several bands.
Yeah.
So we don't need to do a lot of painting for it. We could, but we don't really need to.
I'm going to force us into this because it's almost noon. I'm going to let you take the reins while I work on this guy. Yeah.
So this is Kruleboyz. And what I thought could use some help for Kruleboyz is the Hobgrot Slitta boss. He's not very good. And here's one of the cool things about him. If you make a hero,
thank you, Chris,
your Scourge Guardian War Scroll, you can also bring up the Hobgrots around him, right? Because you can give him an ability that lets him better Hobgrots, make Hobgrots better, right? The Hobgrots aren't bad in Kruleboyz, to be honest with you. It's kind of funny. They're screens. Their kind of purpose is to get themselves killed, grab objectives early, probably get taken off the objectives in the most brutal way imaginable. But I think there are some interesting ways you could make Hobgrots and the Hobgrot Slitta boss interesting. I actually thought it'd be cool if they tried a different kind of enhancement, where the enhancement was actually something that you got to put on a single Hobgrot unit. So kind of like monster enhancements, but like one.
Rudy, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, especially the one that went to She Farts When She Sneezes.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the community. Love it.
What a name.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy. Good to hear from you. So we'll get to Super Chat in one sec. But yeah, I think like doing something with Hobgrots and making the character, buff them a little bit better. Right now, the character doesn't do a lot for them, and so the character's kind of weird. So I feel like Kruleboyz would appreciate this, and quite frankly, Kruleboyz are doing okay right now in the meta, but they're sort of like pigeonholed into kind of one style of playing. I think like Hobgrot Horde could be fun. Yeah. Rudy says, "Hi Hobby Club fam, about to FaceTime family and spray on matte varnish for the Tiamat dragon."
My God.
This is the thing he's been working on.
We'll show later, but
yeah.
Good job, Rudy. That was a really nice project. Yeah.
Also want to help with today's goal. Hope everyone is well. Yep, everything is well. We are very busy right now this time of the year. It gets a little more chilled out after next weekend, though.
Yeah, I mean, For me, it's chilled out quite a bit. Like now that Gabo's in, it's really just finishing up Blood Bowl and yeah, just playing some cool AoS games the rest of the year. But good to see you, Rudy. I know you've been busy.
Yeah, it's nice to hear from you.
It's good to see you. I'm glad you're okay.
Now, I do want to say just kind of one other quick thing, and this actually leads into something else we want to show off here today about Warhammer Quest.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so we really, because of our scheduling and things we had planned, we really won't get an opportunity to show off Warhammer Quest in a way that is timely and beneficial to you guys and beneficial to us as content creators, because the reality, unfortunately, is that by the time we could show it off, it'll already be out there on YouTube. There's some people have done a better
job. Yeah.
Yeah. I have not even been. It hasn't even been on my radar. I couldn't even tell you. Somebody in chat probably knows who's done a good job covering it. But really, there are board game YouTube channels that really do this, right? And they seem to love when a GW game comes out.
Sure.
I think because the miniatures are cool.
The miniatures are always cool. This is true.
Where you will see our stuff is, one, if you saw on Warhammer Quest, you'll know that, Warhammer Community, if you keep up with that, you'll know that Saray painted 2 of the heroes, man, owl, bear, deer, bear, man, deer, owl,
Here you go.
boy,
you can scroll
here.
for us.
And he also painted, let's turn it off.
That would help. Yeah, go ahead.
He also painted,
That and that.
Okay. That's the other
one
one's
is Brad,
Brad's.
yeah.
Okay. Saray also painted. Sorry, where is it? Damn it.
It just works.
Oh, there it is. Is this other one here, Meg? Up here more?
No,
Oh,
it didn't make it in the article. I'm pretty sure.
The night guy?
Did he not?
Oh, maybe it didn't.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think
maybe it was just this one. Oh, Saray also painted the knight. I thought it was. Maybe I'm totally wrong.
can check.
Saray painted this guy as well, but maybe
But I don't think it made it in.
Oh,
No.
that's weird. Yeah, Saray's is better than most of these. Anyway, but that was
Jesus, Zach.
well,
Rude.
okay, I shouldn't say that. Saray's is really cool though. I actually think Saray's knight is let me put it this way. I didn't love this model when I first saw it, and then when I saw Saray's paint job, I was like, oh, this is super cool. Yeah, of course I'm gonna say his is better than these. Not that these aren't great, but he's my colleague. He's my business friend. Yeah, he painted these, and then Brad painted
all the Nurgle.
Here's Brad's. Man, guys, we posted the rest of these like in our Instagram and maybe some.
Yeah, there's more
Discord.
on our Instagram. Brad posted them in the Discord, so you can see more photos of what he painted. I was like, they only included this. Like, oh my God, he's done so much good work.
You guys have to see the rest of it.
Those of you that have seen it know.
Good.
Yeah, it's really good. There was so much good stuff, though.
There's a lot of good.
It's.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, they had to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Voodoo.
Yeah, it was really good. And the nice thing is you will see these because GW has acknowledged that most of these models are in the teased to be upcoming Maggotkin of Nurgle book that's coming out. We know we're getting a lot of new stuff. We saw the release trailer and such. So there's a lot of this that's going to be hitting our table in the form of AoS games in the near future, which is exciting. And Brad we already have a huge Nurgle collection that Brad has painted amazingly. So I'm very excited to see more of this.
Yeah. All right, should we get back to talking about TLC?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate this model. I think it's hideous. It's one of the ugliest models I've ever. Looks like old school Nagash, but uglier.
Yeah, it is.
I really hate this model.
Here's the crazy thing about this model. Ready? It's like less than 2 years old.
Well, I was like, oh, this needs a glow up real bad. Like, yeah, it's pretty ugly. I hate it.
Yeah.
Guys, argue with me about it.
Maybe
you love it.
I don't think you're going to get a lot of pushback on that, Megan. I think most people will agree that this model's a little funky.
Stupid
And then
looking.
what's really weird is there's a lot of mixed opinions on if people like the new Hellsmiths of Hashut Hobgrots, or if they prefer the Kruleboyz Hobgrots. Oh, you know, it's funny. I was like, this one looks a little warmer and a little more brown than the new ones. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
No, you're
I'm talking
good.
about my
I'm just
bases.
gonna move us forward in time.
And I kind of realized that it's because I use non oil, and I forget that non oil actually has brown in it.
Oh my God, Polly, you're so late. That was so like out an hour ago.
Oh,
My goodness.
is
He's like,
Polly-
hey, has anyone made fun of them for this very specific thing yet? Yes, we made fun of ourselves.
Is Polly just watching the
He
stream?
came in to do QA.
Is he watching the stream like 40 minutes back, but commenting like he's watching
he's
it
doing
live?
one of those things. Yeah.
I love when people do that.
Oh my God.
So, okay, Gorgruntas. Yeah, I think Gorgruntas have been...
I remember people weren't that impressed with their stats when they came out.
I think they hit on 5s. The pig itself, like, hit on 5s when it came out, and didn't weirdly have that many attacks. And the problem with hitting on 5s is hitting on 4s is already tough for destruction armies. So saying, hey, if you're -1 to hit, this thing now only hits on 6s is pretty rough. So I definitely think Gorgrunters could use some love. It feels like they've always been a little maligned, a little underappreciated by players of the army and by, frankly, rules writers for the army,
Oh,
for
sure.
Iron Jaws.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about them, but it's a cool model. I love the Gorgrunta. And it should hit hard. I mean, it's like the size of a Mournfang. It should be gnarly. This is a giant armored orc riding this giant armored tusked warthog. Like, this thing should absolutely wreck on its way in.
They're a little small, though.
They're not.
I know, I'm kidding.
They're like the size.
They're just smaller than the big one.
I really like the idea maybe of just some kind of bonkers charge damage. Just like, don't mess around. Each one D3 mortal damage or something on a, bad D3, maybe even per model would be super interesting. That would be a lot in a unit of 6, but the thing is, you don't have to let them do much else after that. If a unit of 6 comes in and does, bad, especially if they're doing bad D3 and, 2 of them aren't even going to do anything, it's averages something like 8, 9, 10 mortal damage on the way in. That's not insane, honestly, for mortal damage on the way, charge damage on the way in. Especially, again, if that's kind of all you can count on them to do. I think it opens up an interesting play style for Iron Jaws players where they can, one part of the board, they can do a lot of damage in the charge phase, then go somewhere else and fight first. It's kind of what Ogres tried to do. So, yeah, I don't know. The Gorgrunta, I think, has been underappreciated. It'd be cool to see it get a good War Scroll. Let me consult my notes. I think the other thing I said for Iron Jaws was a spell lore.
Oh, like I want the pig to cast it.
Now, here's the thing.
We're gonna just move on past that.
No, before you guys make fun of me for picking spell lores for everything, keep in mind that when you pick a spell lore, you get to put 3 abilities on as many wizards as you have, right? So this is why I actually think spell lores...
It's not a bit. He's being
It's not
serious.
a bit. I think spell lores
This is
are...
real Zach.
Spell lores are a really good way to say, okay, the army's struggling a little bit. How can we help it without making it OP? Because spells can get canceled and spells can fail. And spells have a range, right? So I like spell lores, seriously, I really do like spell lores as a Scourge of Iran mechanism, because it's like, if you just do heroic trait, you're putting one thing on one character, right? If you give spell lores, you go, an Iron Jaws player could have 2 wizards, right? Cool, I've got 2 weird knobs, and here we go, and now I've got these 3 spells. The unlimited spell is a big deal, like the choice of the unlimited spells are interesting. So, I don't know. I feel like spell lores are actually a really good way to bump an army up, and they're also a really good way to target bump an army up, meaning you could do something like one of the spells in the spell lore could be, like the unlimited spell could be run and charge, or, +2, +1 to their charge and +1 to their run rolls for Gorgruntas and Maulgruntas, right? And it's like, this is a really great unlimited spell now. Like, if you've got Iron Jaws don't usually have more than 1 wizard, but you could tech into it that way. So I know you guys are making fun of me, especially Polly, for recommending a spell, or for thinking a spell would be cool, spell lore for everybody, but I'm not like just pulling that out of my ass. I think there's a good reason for it.
It's true.
Yeah, so this one I had a real easy solution. Okay.
Spell lore?
A lot of... It is spell lore.
It's
but
spell
before
lore.
we get there,
Oh my God.
let's
Ding, ding, ding.
Let's talk about
right.
talk about the Arch Warlock. So this unit used to be a wizard, and then
they
wasn't
took
a
away the
wizard.
spell lore.
And everyone got really mad, and they were like, "Why isn't it a wizard? Here's my Scourge of Iran thing. Make it a wizard again."
And give it
and a new spell lore.
Give it a spell lore.
Yeah, new spell lore, absolutely. They could take a prayer lore, voodoo. You're not wrong, but I think either one is fine. But
You're trying to be consistent.
no, I do have prayer lore recommended coming
Okay.
down the pipeline from one of the factions.
Oh.
So new spell lore, make the Arch Warlock a wizard again, and make him like a cool Eshin style wizard. Like he's got like spells that help the machines nearby him and stuff.
Oh.
It's not a bit.
Here, hold on a second. Are you still going over the rat guy? The
No,
rat guy.
I don't have a lot else to say about the Arch Warlock.
Warlock,
I mean, again, I think people were really bummed when he stopped. I know Chris, who was in chat earlier, was bummed when he stopped being a wizard.
Yeah.
You know, he still has buff abilities, so he is still kind of like, got the ability to do that. But giving him magic, introducing a new spell lore into Skaven, centered around maybe the machines. Letting you do stuff with Escher. Like my point is, again, I'll reiterate this one more time, is that it's a good way.
Wait, what are we reiterating?
It's a good way to. Spell lores are a very good way to spread fun and like new abilities throughout an army, as opposed to a heroic trait or an artifact. That's kind of my point.
Got it.
You can do things like make crazy artifacts. Ty's in chat. Ty plays cities.
Ty.
You can do things like make a crazy artifact like Cosmopolitan Hero, right? Or a leader. Cosmopolitan Leader is amazingly powerful. Lore-wise, it's completely stupid. It makes no sense. And it is kind of cool, but it doesn't feel like a spell. Or sorry, it feels kind of like a spell. It doesn't feel like a heroic trait where you pick your one guy, you roll die on a 3-up, 3 different factions get +1, 3 different units get +1 to wound. It's like, what is that? Like, why does he do that? Like, what's the lore there? They always come up with lore, but it's like, wow, this guy's so progressive in his friends and his so diverse in his friendships that he gives a bunch of different units +1 to wound. It's like, what is that? Magic, you can do that. You can be like, they get +1 to wound. Like, it's magic, right? So, I don't know. That's lore-wise, I think spell lore is also an easy answer. And frankly, I'm not good at that. And this is why I don't actually make game rules or design games. I'd sit there and be like, more magic! More magic! How can we explain this?
You don't even like magic. It's so funny. I'm going to show this really quick.
I love magic.
I'm done with the spots.
Oh, it looks so good.
I like it. Yeah, I was worried I may not have liked it. So I'm just starting to work on the rest of this stuff. I'll do some washes because like I said, I'm trying to get this done quickly.
Yeah.
So I'll do some washes and then we'll see how far I get.
This one is drying, as you can see, but and then here's King Broads. The match is significantly better than it was a few minutes ago. I wish I hadn't done all of them because I could show you. It's a serene reminder to folks at home that there is brown in non oil. We forget that. It is a warm. It's a warm black.
It's really not a black.
It's
a black, but
it's a black, but
it's not like a deep black.
It's great for this reason, but.
Yeah.
When I saw King Broad's base, I was like, why is that warm? And these are like very neutral or almost cool. And I was like, I forgot that I did put non oil. Go for it.
I'm going to change this because we're at 12 now because of Rudy. So I'm going to make sure we're logging that. All right. Oh, discuss. There you go. You can have that back. Who's next?
Yeah, I should get going because I'm going to do the snow soon on these, but I need this stuff to dry.
Yeah.
Okay. sit here blowing on it for
Like that.
Okay, this is an interesting one. Hexsmiths of Hashut don't have any Scourge of Iran stuff because the faction has come out since Scourge of Iran, right? So they theoretically need a big Scourge of Iran release, or would certainly like one. That said, it's interesting because this army is really well balanced. We're finding it maybe
too balanced.
Almost, if there's such a thing as too balanced, yes. But it's just really well balanced. Like, it has a way that it works. They did a really good job of getting that way to work. I think their only challenge in the near future is going to be giving it a more than playstyle, because the current playstyle is kind of make you come towards them because our artillery is actually good. So you just if you kind of avoid them, they'll make you pay for that, right? They have good enough shooting that you have to go towards them and deal with them. And then they kind of form walls and screens, and then they have some counter punches with the bull centaurs and the big guy, the Dominator engine. So, I think it's very well designed. I do think that the War Despot, and also, for what it's worth, the War Despot and the Infernal Cohort with swords in particular are a little bit left behind everybody else. I think the guys with swords actually kind of are okay. They have one special ability, which is you run roll.
Look at this. Sorry, one sec. Go ahead. This color. I'm gonna put this color on his butt. It's so gross.
They have a rule where if you run roll and get 1, 2, or 3, it counts as a 4. Which is fine for a relatively slow army. I think they will appreciate that rule, but they can't do anything else with it. They can't run and charge or anything like that. So it's okay, I think. But I would like to see the War Despot show up and do something where he can maybe help Sword cohort, Infernal cohort. So right now his buffing is kind of like it's a me attack, you attack. He does a little bit more than just that, but the priests and the wizards are just too good right now. And the problem is also that Hashut has a very good prayer lore and a very good spell lore.
So it doesn't need...
Well, let's consult. No. What they need are battle formations.
There you go.
So they have... Here's the thing.
See, guys?
They have 4 battle formations. And I think Matt Rose did a really good job when he said, okay, what are the 4 battle formations? He did 1 for archery, or not archery, shooting. 1 for wizards, 1 for war machines, and 1 for infantry, I think, or 1 for cavalry. He really made them very simple. They're pretty boring, but they are simple. They need some less boring ones that are kind of fun, something where artillery hit and then infantry get a bonus or stuff like that. Something where you can get a little more fun. Right now they're all just very safe, which is a good way to, I think, bring an army out. That's kind of, they feel like index battle formations, right? Folks at home, I don't know if you guys had that vibe, but the 4 battle formations for Hashut right now feel like index battle formations. So give me something new, fun, interesting battle formations. Yeah. Or an extra spell lore. Yeah, Barry. I mean, it's not the worst idea.
You can always have more spell lore.
Okay, this is a good one. First of all...
You're excited about...
These
are going to get a glow up, right? We're pretty sure.
We think... So these are rumors.
Right.
So rumors floating about suggest that ogres are very much in the near future going to be getting sort of a big redo. Just rumors. Rumors you would see. And it's worth pointing out, okay, let me put it this way. Brad and I were chatting about this faction for a while the other night. A lot of times after games, Brad and I will hang out and have some pizza and just chat the things. But this was an interesting one because Brad and I both kind of think that the Bloodpout Hunter is a sign of things to come. And we think that the rumors also kind of allude to this. The rumor guy always says it's like a Hills Have Eyes vibe. I think more like Deliverance and like Appalachia kind of scary thing, but yeah. Mountain folk instead of desert folk.
Yeah.
Both very scary. But I think that there's actually sort of a likelihood in the near future that they're going to sort of merge the concept of Beastclaw Raiders and Gutbusters. Gutbusters have historically been like the civilized ogres.
What?
Yeah. And Beastclaw Raiders are the more tribal ones. I think they're all going to go kind of tribal, but you'll get this Gutbuster element of the infantry that Beastclaw Raiders currently don't have. So I feel like this faction is kind of the opposite of like Kruleboyz and Ironjawz. I think it's actually converging into a similar idea of just ogres are scary, tribal hillbillies that are terrifying, right? So, okay.
Yes.
Here's what I'm thinking. Okay. So for War Scroll, I actually think that the Humble Glutton in the interim,
glutton.
between now and when this unit does get redone, or this whole faction gets redone, I think the Humble Glutton could use a glow up. This is a fun unit. You get units of 4 that you can then turn to 8. No, you get units of... Oh, no, that's right. This is all messed up, isn't it? They come in boxes of 8. Someone tell me how this works. You get 6. You can go up to 12. I know the big guys are...
You get 8, but it can go up to 12? How infuriating.
Yeah, I think it is sort of annoying the way it's done.
That's annoying.
Which is like... The big thing is that this faction right here that you're looking at, these models right here are I think, are headed to Old World. And we're getting then this new kind of ogre vibe, which again, I think is going to be more similar in visual appearance and theme to the Bloodpelt Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the other, right. Well, so I don't know about the removal. I'm curious about the removal of the Frost theme. You might be right. Terishan and Twitch is saying this. Tetrashan. Yeah, you might be right. I think that's fine. We know that the rumor said Mournfangs.
Oh, remove the Frost theme. What are you going to do with your bases, Zach?
Well, I think you could still do them tribally in a cold environment, right?
Sure.
If they're kind of like a wilderness tribal thing, I think that's fine. Like we said, they paint Mournfangs white for studio art, like mine are, but they also paint them brown and put them with Gutbusters, right? They are technically,
sure.
But this is what I'm saying. I think all of that's kind of going away, and I think we're going to end up with just like a tribal, scary, Hills Have Eyes, big fat cannibal army, basically.
Sure.
I think you're probably the rumor says that there's a monster coming. I don't think Stonehorns are going to get removed thematically. I think they're too cool.
They are cool.
So my guess is that the monster box is probably a Stonehorn, maybe a Thunder Tusk, maybe something else, or maybe a Stonehorn and something new.
Oh man, a big like saber cat. Like get rid of the little ones and make a big one.
That'd be cool.
That would be so cool.
That'd be so cool.
I want to paint that.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of places they could go with this army. In the interim, for Scourge of Iran, give me something new with Gluttons. I'm not sure what that is. I certainly ogre armies benefit highly from wards. They can almost never get them. Something like the cities thing of consecrating an objective with steel helms and being on an objective and getting a 6-up ward, or maybe they charge, they fight, then ogres really start to suck when they're fighting off the charge. So maybe give them a ward if they didn't charge, something like that with Gluttons. I think there's a lot of interesting, cool things you could do. Now, you guys will really appreciate my other thought. Again, last Saturday, not yesterday, last Saturday, I played Beastclaw Raiders against John on stream, and it was a very good game. But I could not help but notice while playing how much the prayer lore totally sucks. Oh. I started realizing it is a colossal trap to do the Beastclaw Raider prayer lore thing, where you are trying to turn turn terrain pieces into obscuring frosty things.
And a ward.
And then you're trying to get the mega prayer off so that they all give a ward. Now, they have done one thing for us, which is that certainly there's no shortages of priests available to Beastclaw Raiders. You can easily, in my list, I had 3. I made I
You
mean,
can actually make one.
I weirdly made the Bloodpelt Hunter one who's not even a Beast Claw Raider. I made him one, and then I took 2 Huskguards. The problem is there's no pluses to chant. There's no kind of like, Crethusa now gets just D3 in the opponent's phase, right? And then the cart gives +1. And then they have an artifact to get D6, right?
Yeah, the ward, I remember I was like, I'm giving up on this.
It is miserable to chase.
And then you'll get it, and it's like, oh, I'm not fighting with enough people.
I'm not
for
fighting
this
with
to
enough
matter.
people. It's too late in the game to matter. It's
Yeah.
just not a good mechanic. I think their heart was in the right place. I think it seemed cool when we all saw it. And we were all kind of like, well, wait, don't Stonehorns already have a 5-up ward? No, like everything else from 3rd to 4th, they got worse, which is fine. No problems there.
I'm looking for the smaller one if we have it. Just if you, but if not, I'll live.
I don't know if I do.
That's fine. Okay, I just thought I'd check. Sorry, Zach, what were you saying?
No, just I think it's too hard to pull off.
It is.
So they need a new prayer lore.
Yeah.
Need
a new prayer lore.
They need a new prayer lore. Now the other 2 prayers are kind of okay. It's Run and Charge, and it's a Mortal Wound Bomb that puts an area. You pick an area. Everything within 3 inches takes bad D3. That's actually not bad for ogres. They're kind of chip damage experts, especially Beast Claw Raiders, because every one of those big Stonehorns has a little bit of a shooting attack. So I don't, except for the Frost Lord. So I don't mind it, but I would love to see, one of the things they used to be able to do in their old prayer lore, if people remember, I'd love to see the unlimited, just a D3 heal. Give me a D3 heal for my unlimited prayer. That's it. It doesn't need to be bad D3, please. Just a flat D3 heal. I would love for my unlimited prayer. That would go a long way in solving some of the problems of the fragility of the army.
Yeah.
Give me a -1 to hit in shooting, like a fog mist that they summon. Mournfang's already give a -1 to wound, so maybe you don't need that, but I think there's some cool things you could do with prayer to help the priests out in this army. Frankly, they could use a new spell lore too, but we'll move on. I'm still waiting for these guys to dry. Oh, okay, here we go. Herald of Tzeentch. But what I was actually thinking is exclusively the Exalted Flamer. I think is this the right box that comes with that?
There's
2
yeah,
chariots.
I was asking about this. This was the box I found. I don't know anything about this model, and we think it's in the same box.
I think
Remember I was asking.
you were asking. I told you it also makes the chariot.
Okay.
But that's the thing. Tzeentch actually has 2 chariots.
Oh, well, this is the wrong picture then.
Yeah.
Do you have any notes on the burning chariot?
Wait,
not.
this burning chariot. Oh, maybe this is right. Guys, is this where the Exalted
okay.
Flamer comes in?
Listen, that's what we're talking about, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, no, I think you're right.
Okay, great.
I think basically you either put the Herald on it or you put an Exalted Flamer on it, and then you get the other one to make a foot character out of. I think you're right. Except for the Exalted Flamer isn't a foot character. He's just a single 90-point model. Kind of interesting. I would not give him a lot of output, but I would maybe give him a little bit more utility. Tzeentch already has some good utility. They have Screamers, they have teleports. But I think there's something cute you could do with the Flamer. Maybe let him move in the opponent's phase. Maybe let him shoot like for free if he gets charged. Something like a Craven Throne Guard get to shoot. Do something kind of cute with him because it's a cool model, the Exalted Flamer. But yeah, most people are just always going to take the Flamers themselves, the actual unit of Flamers. The Exalted Flamer I was looking at as a War Scroll, it's very pointless. It's like almost just, here's a 90-point model, and we know that.
Enjoy.
We know that you have one because you built this thing, and then it's sitting, you know what I mean? Like,
like giving it a purpose.
Yeah, kind of. I'm like, just make it cool. Like, why not? Make it good.
Make it cool.
Give it a cast. Make it a Wizard 1. That'd be super interesting. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things you could do. Now, you guys will be surprised to hear that I did not suggest a spell lore for Tzeentch. They already have 2.
What?
They already have 2. So instead, I said heroic traits. They don't have a lot, and they look kind of mid. They're like okay, but I think they could use a new set of heroic traits for sure. Okay. How's it going, Meg? Should we check in on you for a sec?
If you want.
We only have 3 more to go.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, because we're getting down to the wire a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. What did I do? I blocked in a little bit of contrast in a couple of places. Did a little bit of dry brushing. Yeah, and then I'm building up the shadows underneath where there was some overspray. After this, I'm going to lay in the gold. And that, I'm not sure how far I'll get after that. But, oh yeah, I added a little bit of color, a little bit of muck to his thing. I'm going to add some more washes, make it real gross.
Okay, Andrew, I don't know if you're
just
still...
shit himself.
Sorry, Meg. Andrew, I don't know if you're still here.
Yeah, don't want to interrupt me while I'm talking about that.
But I want to show you a couple things about snow real fast. So
yeah,
I'll just sneak in and share the screen a little bit with Meg here. So this is AK Snow Terrain Texture. That's a new one. When you open it, it looks like this. It looks like marshmallow fluff. And as you can see, it's kind of sticky, and it gives you that like fluff, that kind of like glue vibe with the peaks. And you don't really want peaks like that. That looks like meringue. You don't really want that in your snow. Now, there is one strategy to get it to be a little bit like that, and I apparently did it in this tub by accident. I don't know if this tub's just kind of old, but when it gets old, it kind of gets hard on its own.
Oh yeah.
And I'm worried that this one might actually just be ruined, but no, this one's still good. I'm literally taking it out of my hand when it's old like this, and I'm just gonna put it on here in kind of a clump. I'm gonna use my hands again if it's old. You can add a little bit of water to make it a little bit more malleable. But I almost use it like clay when it gets old. I've not had one get this old on me before. So this is a little different, but it actually is pretty easy to work with.
Why don't you do it here? Because no one can see what you're talking about. Here, switch really quick.
You want to switch?
Yes, please do it.
Okay.
Yeah, while you work on that.
I need a rag. Okay. Oh, you have one over here.
Yep.
Okay.
Like I'm insisting.
Okay. So.
Yeah. And then can I have my palette?
Yeah. And your model.
And my everything.
You can actually close my palette up and move it away if you need to.
Okay. Sorry, go for it.
Okay. So you can use a popsicle shit.
Popsicle shit.
A popsicle shit to.
You heard it here, folks.
To shape it. I'm going to put a little bit of water to make it sticky. And that's because there is a second part to this that I'm going to do. And that second part... Wait, can you give me my notepad? Down to the right.
Yeah.
The second part... usually you really want to make sure these are dry when you start doing this. The second part is I take a sheet of paper.
One more thing. Okay.
I take a sheet of paper. I fold it like this. Okay, and then I put it here. Then I take this guy, put it here like this. And then I take AK ice sprinkles. Now there's a number of products here that they have. They have snow micro balloons. I really don't know what these do. I mean I do kind of know what they do. I don't use these.
Oh.
They have ice sprinkles, which look like this. And then they have snow sprinkles, which are actually a liquid. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Can't open this.
Poor Zach.
This makes it worse.
Oh no.
How am I gonna...
I guess we've had these a while. Do you have another?
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Okay.
So
which are kind of like a paste. And we'll talk about that one. This one is good. But it's maybe my least favorite product of the three. You don't need to do this step, but it does add a little bit of
like glistening.
Yes. Yeah. So now normally if you have wet new snow, from the other, and I'll show you that in a second. This is like the tacky sticky thing I was telling you, and then what you do to fix that so that you can shape it is you put the ice sprinkles on it. And I'll show you that in a sec. We don't really need to do that here. because the snow is kind of old and getting dried out on its own.
That's right.
But we still want the sprinkles on it, and then we kind of end up with something like that. Okay, so that's the snow sprinkles, and I'll show you on a fresh bottle in a second because it get out of here. Okay, and then we just pour that back in. Now the snow sprinkles are nice because what you're gonna do with those. Man, could you just hand me the bad brush cup right there? That tan one or the teal one? Sorry, definitely not tan. What we're gonna do here now. Great, this is a good one. Is we're going to take the snow sprinkles and I'm going to pull them out here. I'm actually going to get them a little damper than this, like that. And what we do with this stuff is we kind of go around the edges. And this, ultimately what this will look like is, it's like a good border of like icy, watery mix, kind of like the snow is kind of melted.
If you're gonna write your name in snow, I would imagine you would take, that keeps coming up, like a little pen or something, kind of dig in the name or whatever it is you're putting, and then take like a yellow wash and kind of dab it in. That'd be kind of funny. You should do that.
Yeah.
Like a little, what's the ogre symbol? Is it the foot?
It's like the mouth, that mouth, that like
the mouth,
that
yeah.
big open mouth.
Kind of funny.
This stuff.
Like, great.
If your stuff is dry, it comes back to life with water. If your snow, both these products.
In the mouth. Jesus, Polly. Maniac.
Okay, so you kind of end up with something like this, which I'm pretty happy with here. Yeah, I think we show this. We show snow stuff every so often.
Yeah, it's getting to be that season also.
Yeah.
Just trying to be festive.
I don't want all these random dry ones on here. Well, I guess, okay. So we end up with something like that. And then this will dry a little bit more and you'll see it as it dries, it kind of turns like icy and translucent looking. It's pretty nice actually. But like I said, I don't think that the snow sprinkles, which is the paste that I'm using here, not the ice sprinkles, which are the basically like little, you can hear the shake sound.
Like sprinkles.
I don't think this step is necessary. Just kind of depends on what you want. If you want it to look like there was a big snowfall, or maybe in the morning, and now you're in the afternoon and the snow is just kind of blowing around, you wouldn't put this stuff down because this kind of implies that this has been through a sunset, a warm up day, and that it's starting to melt. So if you don't want it to look like it has started to melt, you wouldn't use this stuff.
Barry, what are you talking about? Snow base the kitchen. Does that make sense to you, Zach? Did we do something?
No, I have no idea what he's
Is he talking about cocaine? Like, what's going on here, Barry?
Okay.
All right,
So,
should we get back to the discussion?
Sure. Well,
or do you have more to demo?
Yeah, I was going to show one more thing.
Yeah, you should keep demoing, yeah.
So let me show one more thing. So if you're not like me and you're not buying multiple packs of the snow train
to go bad
and
while you're
using letting some of them go very dry, again, I can't. If you say, let's say you're going to do it in like 2 weeks, you buy it, you open it up, let it sit for like 2 weeks, not open, close it back up, but unseal it basically. It can be easier to work with. If you have fresh stuff though, here's the trick to working with it. Okay, so this one is a little more fresh. You can see.
Ew, that sound. Ew.
Okay. All right, so you can see if we put it on here, we glob some on here like this. On this one, I'll do some here. That's a very much like a wet glue, whipped mushroom, or not mushroom, whipped marshmallow look, and that looks stupid. We don't want that on our bases. So, and again, this is what happens if you don't use it when it's dry. In some, that's what I'm saying.
It looks.
It's kind of interesting because in some ways, letting it dry is actually preferred because it's a little easier to work with. But there is a hack here, and the hack is the problem is that this is sticky and gooey, and if you try to shape it, it won't behave. It'll stick to your tool. Okay, so and it'll just look more like whipped glue. So what you do is you take the ice sprinkles, and essentially what we're going to do is we're going to pour the ice sprinkles all over top of this stuff, so that it forms a barrier in between the sticky part and the outside world. Okay, just like that, all over. Knock this off. Set it to the side. Take your little piece of paper that you made the fold in, so you can collect the stuff you didn't use. Dump it back in. Okay, now when we go to well, first of all, honestly, my favorite tool here is just my finger. Now when we go to pat stuff down, it doesn't do the. There we go, and we get these nice kind of like, again, windswept areas of snowdrift, as opposed to sticky marshmallow. So there you go. This is actually how I prefer to do it. Now you can leave some kind of like this had kind of a natural sort of like. You see that?
Yeah.
And that looks great. So you can leave some of those if you can make them when you're applying it. Do like sweeps of it, like.
Yeah.
And then go in and just do the.
Oops.
Just do that. Oops. I'm going to put one more little tiny glob.
Don't we all need a barrier between our sticky parts and the outside world?
Who said that?
Ty. Everyone is just riffing off of the setups you're giving them.
Yeah, well, I'm not Brett. I'm not amazing at it like he is.
He is really good at it. Whoops, yeah.
Okay, so there we go. Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah, and this is the look. I don't know if Andrew's ended up sticking around, but in case he comes back or anyone who does come back, this is sort of the. This is sort of the way I get this kind of like clump drift snow. And again, you really don't want the like sticky, stabby peaks. Yeah, it looks like whipped meringue. Patsy's saying the stiff peaks. You don't want that.
Yeah.
You want stuff like this. And then the other cool thing you can do, if you're going to use tufts, which we are, is you can kind of foreshadow some spots where you might want to put tufts. Because, I've said this before, where there are some things, there are other things.
Oh, I remember when you gave that advice. It was good advice.
In nature. So, like, where there's tufts will form around the snow. And then also the implication is that in an area like this, grass and plants might grow more at places where snow accumulates, because that snow melting over time will provide a reservoir of water for plants. So we can have things. There's like a little piece of hair there.
Yeah. Thanks, Bartok.
We can have things like little plants here, and then you can also kind of think of like wind direction, and you could say what you're saying is kind of true, Polly, but also plants will kind of hold, like if it's windswept, though it'll be like a location where it like holds it in or like accumulates around it. Like this little one in particular is a good example, right? If we have a plant, if we put a plant right there, a little tuft right there.
All right, Zach.
There we go. Yes, we need to get back to. We definitely.
Well, we have a few more discussion. We have fan stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do it. Let's do a speed run through the last three.
Yeah, sounds good.
Discussion points. There we go. Okay, who's next? This guy. Nurglings.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
so cute. What do they need help with? I'm like, give them everything that you think, because I love them.
Yeah, they're really
Can you do an army of all Nurglings?
I don't think
What would happen?
Well,
What would happen if it was all Nurglings against all Man Crushers? Okay, sorry.
I think the Man Crushers would win.
All right. They're just cute. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
what do they need?
No, they're just not that good. It's
like
sad
doing
we don't see them.
silly things.
They used to do like this kind of like.
No one else likes.
No, they used to have like a fun mechanic of like deep striking, basically out of terrain.
I do need Tabletop Simulator.
And they don't have that anymore, which is too bad. I don't think they do a lot. Sadly, I think they're kind of not very good. I never see anybody take them. There's the one mortal guy who's like supposed to help them out, but he doesn't do much for them. Mm-hmm. So yeah, kind of nobody takes them. I don't know what the answer is for Nurglings.
No one takes the Nurglings.
I think like bringing back the ability for them to kind of like jump out of terrain. I think it'd be interesting. You know, the book is apparently on the near horizon for getting redone, but I think one of the things that could be interesting for them is something where they can actually, they're not very good stat-wise, but they can like pop out terrain within 3 of an enemy, or maybe attempt to charge when they pop out, but they can be within 6 or within 7 would be better since that's the Nurgle number.
Oh, yeah.
Letting them be like, they can be set up outside of 7 and try charge and something. Right now, they're just not good.
Yeah.
And they used to be something that you almost always saw some people take like a few of. Like I almost always saw a handful of Nurglings in the army. Now I never see them. Since 4th Ed, they got done a little dirty, I think.
Aw.
Yeah.
They're so cute too. That would be fun. We'll move on, but I would love to just do like an army of Nurglings and they're all painted different colors. Of course.
Well, I think so there is a character, Meg, that helps them. So you could take like that character, and he's cool. He's the guy riding like the big barfing thing. Have you seen that? It's like the big mouth, and it's like barfing out. There's a few of them.
Maybe, but
anyway.
I know. I like building dumb lists that wouldn't work.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Oh, your favorite. Actually, Graham's favorite.
Yeah. Listen, I really want to see the Scourge of Iran update coming out for Gloomspike Kits. If we get a Scourge of Iran update, I really want to see it go hard on spiders. Yeah. So I would love to see, in particular, I said the
Legends.
The Arachnid. I mean, that could be a possibility.
No,
Polly.
it's such a cool model.
To me, it just seems weird that they would return this to Old World, but it's possible. The Arachnid is just too cool of a model, and
it's very cool.
The problem with the Arachnid and why I kind of think it won't go to Legends. One, they absolutely can find design space for spiders and wolves and squigs to all coexist. Like that's very easy to do. 2, the Arachnid model is just so good, and it builds 4 different kits, and it also is like, it's a unique thing to have. Not a lot of armies can do like a monster mash, and this army can do a monster mash on the biggest base available. So it's like, it's kind of an interesting thing. Let's see what I said here though for their spell lore. Did I say spell lore? We think it's about spell lore.
Okay.
Certainly spell lore for spiders.
I think it should be a spider with more spiders on top of it.
I think, but that's a new unit. This has to be an existing box. What you're describing is not a box. They certainly...
Okay.
Yeah. The 4-spider Christmas box. Yeah, Ty, that would have been amazing. Anyway, I definitely... Listen, I have no idea. I could see this army going to Legends. These models going to Legends. I could see Spider-Fang going away. I could see Spider-Fang going back to Old World. I think all these are possibilities. Or they could develop them. I hope they develop them because, Christ, we have a lot of them. But that said, if they don't and we get rid of them, then I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Box them up.
Give them to Graham. He'd love that.
I guess you can play them in Old World.
I mean, you can just play them in casual games and use the last set of rules.
But the plus side
I know people don't like doing that, but...
the plus side is
Sorry, someone was saying that earlier about Warcry, and I'm like, well, that's okay. Like, you and I will play it a couple times. I don't care if they keep it updated. We'll just use the last set of rules, yeah?
People don't kind of like spiders. People don't exactly know what's going on with Warcry.
Right, they were saying that earlier, like,
yeah.
Because I was saying how I wanted to play it with you, and
I'll be honest with you guys.
For fun, not for the channel, just for the hell of it. And I don't care if the rules end because it's a board game.
Well, rules, yeah, exactly. Rules ending sometimes can be a good thing. It keeps your game kind of in a stasis, and you could just have. I mean, that's kind of like where Aeronautica is. And again, we said this before on stream. I'm only really kind of bummed out that they didn't get to Chaos, Drukhari, and Tyranids. But everything that they did get to, they did a good job with.
Yeah. Anyway, but Ragnarok. Sorry, I do have to move us along.
Yeah, Ragnarok. And then last but not least, we have Darko, who we have Slaves to Darkness. This is the War Queen. Again, she's a good place to kind of tech in and say, maybe we can make Dark Oath better. I kind of ultimately, I don't know how you guys feel, I kind of ultimately feel that Dark Oath are going to get removed and put in their own book. I think people want this kind of crazy human barbarian army. Right now, you're kind of like, even the Dark Oath Scourge of Iran battle formation is like when they're near Chaos Warriors, when they're near a Chaos Chosen or whatever. Like, I think people want this horde of barbarian army like on its own, right? We want our...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's cool. This is to be honest with you, I would say that this is the Chaos faction I'd be most interested in.
Oh, really?
If Dark Oath got separated out and it was like a
They're just underfed ogres.
Yeah, and it got separated out, then I would be like really into Dark Oath as a faction. It's probably the only Chaos faction that I would think was super cool. But yeah, they look fun, they look cool, and I think they need a new spell lore.
No!
It's here, spell lore, who had me giving Dark Oath a new spell lore. Yeah, I think they should have a new spell lore.
Checks out. All right. Oh my gosh, so much stuff. Yeah. How's your? I guess you.
Do you want to switch back, or we just stay here for the stream?
I mean, it's almost over.
Yeah, we'll just stay
here.
Okay.
We can hang out. It's not my good side, but that's fine. Should we take a look at your guys' stuff?
Yeah. Yes,
We've been looking at our stuff all stream. Oops, not memes. Fan stuff. Cool. Let me pull up everyone's names. There was a lot of fun stuff this week.
I can.
You got it? Okay, Zach's going to take care of it for me. This is Greskull.
Oh, that's a name I know.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think I've seen Greskull around, so that's pretty cool. Oh man, what caught my eye was the pearlescent paint. I love pearlescent. I've been playing with it for that gobbo. So
it's
I'm
hard
like,
to photograph.
It is, but it works here. He got it.
Got
Yeah. You kind of need a harsh light. This is what works really well with a harsh light when you're going to photograph.
Well, the wood job they've done on Belthanos himself is also really good.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a good contrast because it's matte.
Yeah.
So it helps the sheen pop more. I really like it.
Yeah, Belthanos, a cool model.
Yeah, it's a great one. Oh, look at the edge highlighting I kind of missed. It makes it look very shiny. Yeah, the harsh lights. I love that.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for sharing your work.
Greskull, yeah.
Timbit.
This is
Timbits. This is what Timbit is submitting for this. I'm gonna keep doing this, guys. Next weekend, turn in your projects. But yeah, that's Timbit's. Timbit. I don't know if you look at the case close enough. There's a little Hobby Collab beaker.
Oh, fun!
Isn't that cute?
I see it, yeah.
That's really sweet.
Oh wow, that's very nice.
I know. I love that. We don't deserve you, Timbit.
This is great.
The
background's cool. He's really into this right now. These backgrounds.
I'm very excited to see how his judging goes. The jeans, man. The jeans. He didn't paint this.
He just. Yeah. Whoa, this looks cool. Is this Sad Tony? No,
this isn't Sad Tony. We have another Ultramarine. Is this Ultramarine? I'm like, wait a minute. Am I saying
this?
I see the U. Yeah.
This is no.
Oh my God, it's not in here.
Oh,
What
no.
happened? Well, I can look
Okay.
separately. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's right there, Zach. Siege Roots. That's right.
Oh, Siege
It was
Roots.
Siege
we
Roots,
know
yeah.
this.
I was like, I know the person who did this.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
seen Siege Roots,
We've
of
seen
course,
these,
yeah.
Yeah, I've said it before.
Look at the banner.
Excuse me, I'll say
Yeah.
it again. I super like the the thing I always say about whenever I see Siege Roots thing is like I don't know that I would have based these this way, but it really does work because I was like worried that you get green, blue, yellow, and red all in one model. And I feel like one of the ways a lot of people paint armies, at least I know I kind of think about this. I don't know if you think about this, Meg, or if other people think about this, is oftentimes I will really downplay one of those four colors, right?
Sure.
Like for my Deepkin, it's red, right? Like I don't really have very much red, but like he has these red, white, and blue ultramarines, which is normal with gold, and then he introduces these green tufts on the yellow grass, and I'm like, I don't know if that would work if
But
you
it
were
does.
describing it to me, but I
Yeah.
really like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Ultramarines are good for like these big, like, what do you call it? Like standard RGB colors, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty, yeah. I think they look nice like that. There was a set the other week that was blue with the bright red, and I was like, oh yeah, that pairs really nice together. There's also some close-ups of the banner. The banner's
Yeah,
really
the
well done.
banner's
Yeah,
very
so
cool.
go check that out in our server.
Yeah, Vicatrix Guard are
Yeah.
super cool. Victrix Guard it's a cool unit.
Thanks, Siege.
I did just see this one. Let me see who this is. Why won't this come to the foreground when I click it? That's so.
Because of this.
Oh, okay.
So you can just do this and the arrows.
Oh, okay.
You know what I
I'll
mean?
just do that.
All right. We got it. Here we go. Jeffy.
Jeffy, okay.
Thank you, Jeffy. More Lumineth. We saw, actually, this is the second, I want to say, Lumineth army I've seen now in the past couple weeks. Really pretty. There's some more shots in there of the whole group. There's obviously more going on here, but this was my favorite.
Yeah, this is
wind
the,
dude.
Yeah, Spirit of the Wind.
Very cool colors, too.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the base here. Yeah, I like the green.
I like how colorful people are making their Lumineth that I've been seeing in our server anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really pretty.
They do really
the
go.
purple armor
yeah.
is amazing.
I mean, it's
good
a
choice.
it's a really well designed army in that like you pick a primary armor color. In this case, he's purple. You kind of have cream.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people do like white, bone, or cream, but whether you pick a color or a neutral, like it doesn't really matter. There's so many different things in the models, and you can just go so many different places. Yeah, this looks great. Thank
Yeah.
you, Jeffy.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see here. Moving on.
Rudy, we
this
know
is
this
Rudy's
guy.
dragon.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. He's been working on this for a long time. It was featured in Project of the Week twice, actually, I think. Because of all the updates he's been making are just so great to see. And he's finally finished.
Okay, I was going to ask. I actually haven't seen the latest update, but he finished it. Okay.
Yeah, he
it
did.
looks great.
I mean, yeah. There's obviously more pictures of this in the server, so I highly recommend you go check it out. The work he did on the wings we showed off last time up close, like make sure you get a good look at that. It came out really nice. And then he has his Patrol Palette YouTube channel where you can, he's recorded his progress, so you can actually see what he did.
You know what I want to see on this? This shot doesn't have it. I need to go look in the Discord. Is the inside of the mouth, because I know he was doing had some cool stuff like glow that he was working on with that. So actually, I want to go check that out.
Yeah. Thanks, Rudy.
Thanks
for all your
Rudy.
support as usual.
As always, yeah. We've got Chef.
Yeah.
Chef's been painting Deepkin, I think, for a client.
More turtle.
Yeah, this is the turtle. I had a lot of fun painting my turtle. It is fun. Chef, did you... I was around when you were painting this, but I never really asked. Did you... Hopefully kept everything separate. The Howdah really has no business being on that thing when you're painting the shell.
I remember him bringing that up, yeah.
But to be honest with you, it's actually not that hard of a model to paint. The turtle itself is fairly, I would almost say, one of the easiest monsters in the game to paint.
I mean, once you take the thing off of the boat or whatever it is on top,
Yeah.
like then you have all organic material, which is so much fun. Like,
and then here's the thing about the howdah. It looks busy, but it's really not. It's completely like basically two material. So it's like a floor. I did my floor kind of like a tile material, and then the rest of it's metal. And then there's 4 guys. It's actually really weirdly not that hard to paint. It's like a little intimidating when you see it.
I'm gonna zoom in really quick for you guys, and then we'll put it back the way it was. But
the base?
No, I mean the base is great, but this so if you can, we need the something to draw with. But if you see this like gold,
the blade kind of on his right, well, on both of his front
fins. Here you get a good look. So I believe that's a wash, right? But I'm like, oh, I want to take a screenshot of that because the way it's lit, you can see how you would do non-metallic metal.
It almost looks non-metallic.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, oh, wow, did he do not? And I'm like, no, this is for a client. And like, that would take forever.
But it does look great.
But I'm like, oh, I want to screenshot that and I want to use that as a guide for my non-metallic metal at some point. But
the turtle's very, very good contrast.
Yeah.
Pretty easy model to paint.
Yeah, nice job on that
did a great job.
contrast.
Yeah.
Made it look really nice. Yeah, who would NMM an entire army?
Okay, I need to see. Let me see who this is.
There we go.
Melody.
This is Melody. This is
okay.
Melody. That's right. In my head, I'm like, Melody's doing yellow. But that was a different group she was painting.
Yeah, Melody is cranking out a lot of models these days because she's starting a channel. And it's 40K, so they're cranking out a lot of 40K.
Yeah.
But that's gonna say this
nice
is not 40K, right? Is this 40K? Is this a sister?
For Infinity.
Is it Infinity? Okay.
Infinity, yeah.
So I know, I asked
these.
Melody how many armies they have, and she said over these game systems we have this many. And I'm not sure what else they're playing or planning on playing for their channel.
Oh,
but
fun. They're going to do multiple games.
Yeah, but this is Infinity. This has got some, because I know Melody also plays Sister, so I haven't kept up with 40K. What Infinity army is this? I guess I'm not going to know anyway. But it looks cool. Looks good. Nice work. She's painting a lot right now. Mm-hmm. Like a million things. So good work, Melody. The mouse
Oh my gosh.
cursors.
Apple mice suck. There's Voodoo.
Oh, this is Voodoo. Oh, wow.
We know that guy.
Oh, wow, he's been working on this.
Isn't that
thing
beautiful?
For a while. Yeah, it came out really good.
because we've kind of seen some of the progress in work in progress, and then it's really nice. And we saw it in Hobby Hang when we were hanging out with Voodoo. But yeah, this is really pretty. Oh man, the white fur.
Yeah.
It just really makes everything pop.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
yeah.
really like the color choices.
Yeah.
And I think it ultimately is, just like the white fur with everything else. Really cool.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is great. Is this what he's submitting for his thing?
I don't know. Voodoo,
He's
you
there,
better
Voodoo.
submit something, Voodoo.
Super cool.
All right, this is,
Oh, they
I
got their name
think
down there?
it's Looney
Oh.
in our server, though. So let's see. Yeah, wait, no. Oops. There we go. Yeah, it is Looney. I had it right. Okay.
Oh, this is the War Cry, or Underworlds? These are like the Grave Guard, or Borrow Guard before Borrow Guard came back out again. These are like the forerunners to the new Borrow Guard. Yeah, they're super cool. And he did a great job. Purple classic, purple gold kind of.
They're pretty.
Old.
It's gorgeous.
Gold look. Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
I love the king guy.
Yeah.
I'm guessing people are using him as a white king on foot. I hope so, because he's super cool. And certainly the current white king on foot model is ancient.
That purple, man, that looks great. Yeah. I want to do an army now. Like do an army where it's just like one main color. and then some neutrals to back it up.
Well,
there's like little hints of orange in some of the neutrals, which just really is smart.
The basings are cool. The basing
They're a
is
little
cool.
bit on the basing, yeah. And then I mean, even the armor itself leans warm. Like you could call it a type of orange.
Yeah, there's a like Army of Renown you can make in Soulblight.
Borrow card.
Yeah, there's a Army of Renown in Soulblight that's all skeletons.
I think it's Barrow card.
And it's super cool.
Yeah. Is it Barrow or Borrow?
It's Barrow, I think.
All right.
Some old British term.
Oh, yes. Someone did... now I'm blanking. What is this stuff? Gundam. Yeah, Gundam.
Well, I just hit the arrows, and then it switched to that.
You're good.
There.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
Cole.
Oh, cool.
Cole put together
Building a
some...
Gundam.
No, Soups. I'm not doing Space Marines. Yeah, cool little Gundam.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is great. Like I've said before, I've never put a Gundam model together before, not yet anyway. So I'm kind of interested in doing it because I don't really know how hard or easy they are.
We have 2 boxes.
We have 2.
We'll have to figure out when's a good time to build. I mean, we should just build them on stream. We'll get like a third of the way through if we're lucky because they're so difficult.
I think so.
And then we'll send them to Polly and he can finish building. Thanks for showing us your Gundam, Cole.
Yeah. So moving on.
Okay, this is Solitaire Lee, who's been working on Night Haunt.
Yeah, we've seen some of these coming out.
Gosh, yeah.
This is not the first thing they've submitted.
Yeah.
And I've said
Colors
this. The
are
thing
so
I always say is like again, same thing with the bases. I don't think if you told me I'm making like a purple slime goo, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have to see that.
Yeah,
but
a little bit.
it looks very cool.
Yeah.
The colors are wild. I want to see like a black coach like that, like their black.
Oh,
coach.
yeah. Lee, are you going to do a black coach? Please. Please, please. Oh, this is mine.
Yeah, this is
I
Meg's.
never show anything I do off because you guys get to see it like when we play, but we're obviously not going to play with this one, so I thought it'd be okay.
Yeah, this is her Gabo model, the Tin Man. You did
Hashtag ad thanks or exclamation point ad thank you GW for sending this our way. This is project of the week. I really wanted to try out Mother of Pearl. It was really funny because first I tried to get away with it by just doing Turbo Dork. And I'm just going to paint Sheen. It'll be fine. And then, of course, it doesn't photograph that well. So you have to kind of fake it by emphasizing the colors.
with would you glaze?
I think I did okay.
You
I did all
pink
right.
and blue glazes?
Pretty much. Yeah. I was using Dollar Rowney inks to push that. And then it's my first time painting smoke. I've never painted smoke before. So that was nice. Like a cool thing to try out.
Looks
pretty
good.
much it. All right, moving on. Cody, Kingdom Death. Oh, there's a fox on this. I just realized that.
Yeah, or it's like the Kasuna or whatever thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks great. Cody is cranking out these Kingdom Death models. It's funny. One of the things he does such a good job on all of these. Usually I find myself trying to figure out what to comment on. And it's oftentimes this is the base because that's the thing I've noticed he's been changing up almost. I mean, they all change up, but like stylistically, he's got his style. He kind of paints them in his style. He does a good job. Sometimes things are new and like totally different, but I really like the basing because the basing is always like different. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a cool little cobblestone base. Nice green lamp too. I like the way he calls attention to little details like that.
Yeah.
Hey, E.T. Oh, okay, yes. This was Black Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole collection of these endless spells, the pictures that he took in the Discord. This is my favorite. It's got I think because of the colors going on, it's super fun. I love the green to blue. transition.
Yeah, it's a lot of different colors. Well, not a lot, but it's a nice like gradient going up.
It's the same paint scheme as those ultramarines we saw.
Yeah,
earlier, right?
yeah, kind of.
The grass and the capes, and this is that again.
Yeah.
Great color combo. It works. We like it. Thanks, Black
Yeah,
Knight.
I want to see the other ones,
Yeah.
the rest of that endless spells for orcs.
Yeah. This is T Neva.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah.
Coochie dancer. Yeah. Isn't
working
that
on
cool?
Working on some Soul Blight.
Oh, look, the head. Let's see. I can't remember. Is this the hair that came with it, or are you using the head from that other? God, I can't remember. It's been so long.
No,
since
it came with a couple heads.
It did. Okay. Yeah.
this
I
is
love the
one-
flying hair.
Yeah, this is one it comes with. I really like
Yeah.
the red, the harsh red highlight thing. Like, it's like black, but also red. You know what I mean? Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice work.
I really liked this. It really caught my eye with the red edge highlighting. Okay, we have Project of the Week. We made it.
Yeah.
We made it. We're a little over time, but we did get here. Project of the Week this week is Soups. I've been holding off on giving him Project of the Week for a while. Not only because, we're doing this. You guys, this is going to be his submission for the Merit Masters Hobby Challenge. His goal was to get as close to box art as possible, which I think he's pretty much there. The last thing he was working on were what do we call it? The damage, like why can't I think?
Battle damage?
Battle damage, yeah. Like, there's a word for that.
It's like chipping, I guess, is kind of what's going on there. Yeah,
Yeah.
like paint chips.
So he's been like really taking this very seriously, you guys, but giving us good updates along the way. There's a nut sack next to a sack and a hammer.
The hammer is great.
Yeah, isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. You put a lot of effort in.
Oh, yeah, look at the little weathering on the copper down there. Yeah.
And I think most importantly is that Soups not only challenged himself with like different skill sets here and pushing himself, but he's not painting red. This actually isn't red.
I was going to say, I actually didn't know he was painting any orcs.
No, yeah, he doesn't normally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's really pushing himself out of his comfort zone.
I mean, to be honest with you, if you were a melee Space Marine player, Blood Angels are kind of fast, but if you're a melee Space Marine player and wanting to convert to Sigmar, Iron Jaws are a pretty good pick, actually. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, these look great. Oh, wow, that thing's cool.
I know. Yeah. It's awesome. And I always appreciate the journey, right? The work in progress. Which
That's kind of red.
Why we did. There we go. He did some red. I like it. Some kind of red.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you, Soups. So you get Project of the Week. Couldn't wait a week, Soups, because next week we won't be here. We'll be at Teams. So, yeah.
Did we do
it.
Did we do the show?
We did a lot of stuff. Should we show where,
Sure, I can show.
We can show where I'm at, I guess.
Yeah,
So you did your bases.
Well, I did 2 of them. I need to do the others, but...
and then which is fine, because we have 2 Mega Gargants that are ready to glow. Gargants! I can't wait to do it.
This guy looks great, Meg.
Thanks.
He's
Oh,
looking
here,
great.
we can show what it looks like, actually. Yeah, base coats are pretty much there.
The goiter does now make more sense.
See? It
kinda
made
knew-
sense.
You kind of knew it would.
needed paint.
But that is a big gas going.
It's pretty big. I love that it's covering his little like nipple covers too. He has to stay modest.
Yeah.
So I've got most of it done. There's a little left. I'm not going to put too much more into him.
You'll do like a wash on the gold.
Washes.
Or whatever,
And like his feather needs finishing. It's not just going to be flat blue. You can show, actually, if you grab the Slan, you can kind of see where it'll go. So the spikes will be painted. This is how I paint the spikes in my army. And then I'll build out the face more. The feather will look more like Slan's feather once we're done. Yeah.
I mean, this guy's going to be so fun. Honestly, I'm more excited to see this guy in the Gargan army.
I know. He's so out of place. Like, what are you doing here, bud?
Our Man Crusher, now I'm inspired to do a crazy Man Crusher.
Yay.
I want to do one. I guess I should do one.
I want to do one for everyone's army. Wouldn't that be so... Oh my god, a Lumineth one? It'd be just covered in shit. It'd be so good.
You could kind of base them off like the stone people, the stone temple.
Give him the head.
Yeah, I might do, I don't know. A night haunt one would be kind of funny.
Selenar, yeah.
I want to do like your guy, like our joke with your guy
Thank you,
is
Tetris.
our joke with your guy.
Sharkhead Gargant.
Yeah. Oh, I do have an extra shark head.
Just the whole shark.
And it's gonna be going up too.
Yes.
It's not gonna be going forward. Oh, it's
like Toy Story.
like one of those Middle Ages, like terrifying weird Middle
Yes.
Ages drawings with like
Yes.
the people with the fish head. It's like going up. Yeah,
Oh my
I do
God.
have a shark head.
I know, we
Yeah,
should,
I do have a
we
spare
should do
shark
it. Okay, you guys, sorry. This is a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed the Chaos and Destruction, all the Grand Alliance chat. I'm going to assume you guys enjoyed it because you stuck around. But thank you for all of the support. Thank you for being mandrels, hanging out, memberships, donations, talking to us,
Yep.
for God's sakes. Yeah, we won't see you next week, but we will miss you. We will be thinking of you. We'll take lots of pictures, and we'll keep you updated in the server. No Blood Bowl today. We're postponing. I believe we're going to do Tuesday.
I think there's a stream on Tuesday.
Tuesday
yeah.
night game, yeah. So sorry, you guys that are in Europe and UK time zone, but it will be.
Well,
there for you
tonight's was only going to
afterwards.
be late anyway.
Tonight's was also
so,
going to be late, yeah. So, anyways, we have a few left. We will get to those. I'm dragging on. Anything else to say?
That's it, Meg.
All right, guys, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, always be creating, and have a good rest of your week.